Welcome back to SwitchCorner. We're taking our weekly look at the games coming up this week for the Nintendo Switch. We're going to find out basically, is it a week to spend your cash? Or, just like breathe easy and finally save some money. With that, hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here, join our growing family, and let's get started. So in this video, we're not going to be breaking down literally every single release for the Nintendo Switch. There's a whole lot of shovelware out there every single week, so we're looking at things that particularly caught my eye. This week I have 7 games for you and we're breaking them down in 2 ways, either a day one buy or just a wait for a review. First up for the week though, it's starting strong because this would be my number 1 pick easily, the Legendre Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3 dropping on June 30th. This one, it's an epic RPG coming from NIS America, and I can tell you now, I'm a huge RPG fan and it would easily be a day one buy for me. It's just the way I am with RPGs personally, I'm always like that day one buyer. I gotta be honest though, sometimes that does lead to some poor buying decisions. That being said though, I've actually played this one, I have a review copy, and you can expect to see my opinions on this one probably Sunday or Monday, dependent on how quickly I wrap things up. I will give you this much though, it is absolutely huge. I'm about 87, 88 hours into this at this point, and I'm still going. Continuing the second game though, that video at this rate will be a monster, so I'll save my full opinions for then. So on the 30th as well then, the Story Tale. I knew absolutely nothing about this game before I visited the eShop, to be honest, but I'll tell you what, in visuals it kinda looks like a Celeste clone, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. When I did check out gameplay though, it seems to be combining that sort of visual style with a more traditional platforming experience. Reviews though, they're decent enough on Steam, but there's also like 33 of them, so I wouldn't exactly take that as a reliable source, but I'm for sure at least interested and I'm going to be checking out reviews. Also, it's on sale right now on Steam for like $3 or 70% off, which tells me if it's not a perfect experience, we'll no doubt see a deal on the Switch very soon. Here though, expect to be taking on the role of a prince and an immortal princess, and yeah, battling your way through what appears to be goblins. Could be worth a potential look. So the rest of the games for today's video then, they're dropping on July 2nd. First up, horror fans, I've been playing a whole lot of Blair Witch this last couple of days, and it's kind of got that horror craving going, so coming along actually at the perfect time, a budget release for the 3D horror genre, CareTaker. Telling an urban legend though of a caretaker who went insane and killed everyone, you're an investigative journalist who decides to visit the location, which sounds like an absolutely terrible idea to me. Well, the screenshots though, they do look very nice. I will say the reviews on other platforms are not the strongest, and I'm struggling to actually find any footage from the Switch build itself, so I will say probably be wary with this one. I'm going to be checking out reviews, but I definitely wouldn't go day one with this particular release. So this one I'm actually super excited for now, Biped. It has single player, but from what I understand, this is actually an amazing co-op experience and the best way to play it. You're basically like 2 robots side by side. The idea seems to be basically set out with your companion and save the land by working out platform-based 3D puzzles. What's most appealing with this one though, it's the control scheme. The left leg's attached to like the left stick and the right to the right stick. Everything you do in this one though, it's through these legs, whether it's that basic movement, operating machinery, platforming, solving puzzles, climbing. The graphics though, they're stunning from what I've seen, and hopefully it looks just as good on the Switch as everywhere else. I'm actually going to go day one on this one, but I will say I'm a little disappointed because from what I can tell, there's no online co-op, but actually local only, so just keep that in mind if you decide to, dip into the bank account. So quickly now, I just want to give kind of a warning on 2. I'm not going to go into detail, but do not buy Bundle Couch Co-op Volume 2 or Digerati Indie Darling Bundle Volume 3. One, super overpriced, containing games that often go on sale, but these bundles themselves, they tend to be an excuse to actually throw out a massive discount nearly immediately. I've seen these bundle compilations go like 80-90% off, so don't be suckered into paying this insane price they've attached on it. First of all, it's literally just to make the discount look bigger, I think. The games, they're decent in both, there's no doubt about it, but I expect I'll be adding these to deals videos very soon. These bundles though, if you do want to know, they contain Black Paradox, Shikondo, Bleed and Vertical Drop Heroes in one, and then the other it's a Mega Strike, Shikondo again, Nefarious and 1979 Revolution. All games you'll know if you watch my videos, we actually see discounted nearly constantly. So next up then, another horror one for you in a steep price point here than CareTaker, but Infliction Extended Cut. This, it does fare slightly better than CareTaker in reviews on other platforms. The average with this one, it seems to be like that 6 to 7 out of 10 mark, but there's also quite a wide gap in opinion. Concept sounds very cool though, if super generic. Wander through a once happy household and piece together the mystery behind a series of no doubt awful events, and then face off against an entity that also no doubt wants to kill you. I'm going to be waiting on reviews again. Price is way too high to go day one, but I think if you are into your horror games, it may well be worth a look. It's supposed to be a little on the short side, I know that, but I'm curious about it, let's say that much. Reviews on Steam again as well, solid, and hopefully the graphics, they look just as good on the Switch. Couldn't find a dedicated Switch trailer for this one, just like a console trailer as they call it, which basically means they use an Xbox One X or a PS4 Pro, let's face it. So last up then for the week, the Ottoman Empire, and I gotta be honest, even before clicking on this, I was ready to hate it. But I gotta say, it looks like it could be really interesting. No price yet, so I can't comment on value, but I really do like the visual style. And even though it's a party game, it seems to be bringing something a little bit different to the table, which I'm always down for taking a look. Here it seems though you're an otter in a jetpack causing havoc across the galaxy with 8 playable characters to choose from, and that was an amazing sentence to say. Very much down for this one though, dependent on price, and it's another kind of like check out some reviews before you decide if you want to pick it up or not. Can't really work out exactly what's going on, but it seems to be an arena shooter of sorts. My questions though, first off, price, the UK it's saying £20, so I'm going to guess like the $25 mark, and does it have online play, or is it going to be one of those up to 4 players locally or solo versus bots? Because to me that's kind of a sticking price if we're in that $20 to $25 range. With that, that's everything that's catching my eye this week. There's a few more games coming out, but I can tell you now, Pool Slide Story and My Bewitching Perfume, I'm not the target market. But as always, thank you so much for being here. You may have actually noticed as well today on my community post, I did finally launch a Patreon for SwitchCorner. I just want to say it's not in any way expected, it's simply for those that want to. And I've had a few people ask me at this point, so it's very much appreciated. It all does, of course, go towards the channel though, whether that's, you know, improving the quality of the content or simply getting assistance where needed. So think if I'm overwhelmed and maybe we can get like a part-time editor. I guarantee one thing though, you will get perks, but it will not impact what you see on the channel. This is all about growth, not taking anything away from this core community. If you do want to check it out though, the link it is in the description, and I of course appreciate it. With that, as always though, thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you'll be picking up, or if it's like a, you know, save your cash kind of week. And then hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, because between reviews and deal breakdowns, there's pretty much something here nearly daily for every Switch owner. I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.